Today we are tracking a major political storm brewing right here in the Khasi Hills. The voice of the People's Party-led Executive Committee of the Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council is facing an unprecedented wave of anger, not from the political opposition, but from the very bedrock of Khasi society. The Sinjuk Ki Nong Sansar Snong, the apex body of village headmen alongside clan elders and traditional chiefs, have declared open rebellion against the KHADC. Why is a party that rose to power on the promise of protecting indigenous rights suddenly at loggerheads with the traditional custodians of the land? The primary trigger is a piece of legislation that has sent shockwaves through the community, the Khasi Hills Autonomous District Land Amendment Bill. The traditional leaders claim the KHADC has pulled off a silent power grab by completely deleting Clause 16 from the land law. Now, why does a single clause matter? Because it contains the mandatory phrase after consultation with the Darbar Snong, Darbar Right and Darbar Hima. By erasing those words, the VPP-led council has essentially granted itself the power to make sweeping decisions on land administration and transaction without needing the consent or input of local village heads or traditional chiefs. Point number 2, the centralization of power for generation, right land or community-owned community land and clan lands have been protected by decentralized local customary laws. The Sinjuks argue that this new amendment shifts total absolute authority directly to the hands of the KHADC Executive Committee. Clan elders are calling this a direct threat to indigenous land rights, claiming the council is bypassing the very institution that have guarded these hills for centuries. Now the voice of the People's Party-led KHADC has strongly defended its stand. They argued that the amendment is actually meant to strengthen land protection, close legal loopholes, and stop land alienation. But traditional bodies says if the intent was pure, why the secrecy? Leaders like BRL Blah, General Secretary of SNSBH, have publicly stated they support protecting the land, but they will never accept a law that completely shuts out local traditional institutions from decision-making process.
Proposed amendment, which was passed by the KHADC on the 13th of June, in which they have deleted the sentence on clause 16, which states that consultation with the stakeholders is no longer needed. It has to be deleted.
And this land bill isn't an isolated incident. This confrontation comes on the heels of mounting public frustration. Just weeks ago, we saw massive protests at the KHADC premises over the Hima-Sora succession deadlock, where the council faced heavy backlash for refusing to recognize a democratically elected chief, choosing instead to appoint an acting chief through executive orders. Adding to that, the ongoing fury over constituency delimitation in West Khasi Hills, a clear pattern emerges. Local authorities feel they are being dictated to rather than consulted. As it stands, the traditional bodies have rejected the land bill entirely. They are demanding that the KHADC immediately withdraw its notification and recall the bill from the governor's office. They are currently mobilizing every single Darbar Snong across the Khasi Hills to form a united front. Will the voice of the People's Party-led KHADC take a step back and invite the traditional heads to the negotiating table, or are we looking at a protective constitutional standoff between statutory district powers and age-long customary governance? We'll keep a very close eye on this developing story. That's all for now, and thank you for watching us.